I'm Aaron, the content creator behind Bogey 2-Putt, and today we're at Studio Golf South Bay, and I'm getting my first driver lesson with Devan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I appreciate it.
Excited for this, dude. Yeah, excited for it. So this is your first driver lesson ever, and you've had what? You said 3 lessons in general in your life?
Ever. Yeah, I had 3 lessons with Coach Dan down the street. Okay. Shout out to Coach Dan, and literally taught me kind of a grip and just some of the basic things, and then I literally just went out and played.
Talk to me about your game overall, and then more specifically about the driver and like how you are off the tee, and what do you feel like your strengths and weaknesses are there?
Yeah, I think that, you know, when it comes to my game, so I'll tell you, I've broken 83 times now.
That's impressive. Wow.
Thank you.
Really good. Yeah.
So I'm finding that like
talent to work with.
Well, we'll see. Former baseball player. So I feel like I have like the athleticism to go do this thing called golf. I love working on my game. I love how difficult this thing is. I don't mind the grind. I love working on my short game and putting and chipping because it's really where I found that I can reduce strokes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, most recently I was playing in Spain and Morocco and Costa Rica, and I went to Spain with a 17.2 handicap and I came back with a 10.9.
Oh my gosh.
I was only there 3 weeks, but I played 9 rounds and I broke
3 weeks.
Only 3 weeks. And I broke 90 every single time I played. And I think I played 9 or 10 times while I was there. And so I think the other thing that's happening too is that I was playing on nicer courses, the fairways were nicer, the roughs weren't so rough, and it just gave me a better chance at kind of like performing.
Yeah.
I still needed to make the shots and I still needed to do what I did, but I also played with people that were better than me.
Sure.
And I found that playing with people better than me, I found myself kind of watching them a little bit, and just watching their approach and watching course management and why they do this and why they do that.
Kind of elevates you instinctively. I think.
It did, and I think emotionally it helped too, because I would watch them make a bad shot, not overreact, and they were okay with it, and they would just kind of have that next shot mentality.
Isn't that funny too, that like they're better players and yet they don't react as much to the bad shot, and yet sometimes higher handicappers get super mad over the bad shot when it's like, that's generally the shot you're gonna probably be hitting, so like you should be fine with it and be able to move on and not let it affect your next shot.
Yeah, and I think the other thing, so to your point, I used to be that guy. And it was really a baseball mentality, because if I'd strike out, like it would sit with me for 15 minutes that I struck out. I'd be on defense thinking about that last pitch that I missed, and it would just eat at me. And I'm finding in golf, I just can't do that to myself because it's such a long day out there.
Yeah, you have that goldfish memory.
Totally. And so to answer your question though about the driver, I am finding, so I want to go back to short game. Within 100 yards, I'm confident, I'm hitting greens, I'm 1-putting, I'm 2-putting, like I feel really good there with the club in my hand. But when it comes to off the tee, I'm not getting the distance. I'm not getting like consistent dispersion. Like I'm slicing, I'm hooking, I'll pipe one down the middle. And so it's kind of all over the place.
It's a little bit of everything. It's not only do we want more efficiency and distance, but we also want to obviously make sure that we're hitting it in the fairway, not hitting it left or right, and having a consistent ball flight that we can go to. So
yeah, and the last thing I'll tell you is that like when I'm with my driver, the other thing that's happening is this back foot is like spinning out. And I almost feel like I'm breaking my ankle when I finish.
Correct.
Like I know it's like a Scotty Shuffler thing, and people are like,
well, I mean,
but I'm
moving doesn't always mean what Scotty's doing. So.
Totally, and I'm not going to compare myself to Scotty ever. But I know that this back foot is all over the place. I know my balance is all over the place. I think the last thing I'll share with you too is that like, I feel like I'm holding on for dear life when I'm hitting my driver. And I think it's just, I'm trying to control the club so much that I'm probably ruining things.
Yeah.
So
there's an old saying, give up control of your swing to gain control of your shots.
So I noticed that in my short game. My hands are a little looser.
Yeah.
Mentally I'm looser, but on the tee box, man, I am grinding and holding on.
When you're throwing a baseball, how tight are you holding the ball itself? Are you holding it really, really tight? You're not worried about it falling out of your hands or anything, but you're going to create a lot of speed, right? So a lot of similarities there and some differences. So grab your driver.
Cool. I've been fitted for this driver.
Okay.
And so I went to Club Champion and got fitted for my driver, and that's a VA shaft. It's stiff. It's at 9 degrees. And so I've been in to kind of hit, watch my numbers, look at my spin rates. And I feel like this is the optimal thing for me, at least as of now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's hit like 5 to 7 shots here. Try to pretend like you're out on the first tee, trying to hit the middle of the fairway. Full speed, not necessarily trying to win the long drive, but just kind of regular, normal speed. All right, cool. Let's look at your best one. I mean, I think the other ones are mostly contact related as far as the distance and all that goes. So I'm obviously going to look at, the consistency of the strike, because that has a lot to do with your average distance. But let's look at a reasonably striked one. This one, was 2 shots ago, 216, 240 total. Big things I'm seeing. Obviously, we got to be able to hit the center of the face consistently, but I like there to be less of a glancing blow, and I see a glancing blow in 2 different categories. One is that the club face angle is open to the path, meaning the path is more to the left, the face a little bit more to the right, and that's gonna cause a glancing hit, which is gonna take away ball speed, add a little more curve to the shot than maybe we want. And then on top of that, and partially because the path is so outside in, we're also hitting down on the driver. And so when you hit down on a ball, when you have loft, that also creates generally more spin, more of a glancing hit, and just a lower smash factor. So first things first, I'm really looking at club face. So club face is generally gonna be brought to you by the grip, the wrist angles, and maybe kind of how you release the club. Those are kind of the three main things. And then why is our swing path outside in? Is because it needs to be outside in because the face is open? Is it something that our body's doing, meaning, you know, we're not rotating back or through enough? Like what's really going on? So let's take a look here. I think at least starting out, two major things that I think I'd like to do. So one is gonna be, I'd love to get our grip better from the front on you. You have what's called a weak grip, where your left hand's very much on the side. Your right hand is decent, but your left hand's very much on the side. So the more that the left hand is on the side where we can't see the logo of your glove, you can't see that looking down, and we need to be able to see that. When the left hand is more on the side, it's generally gonna open the face a lot. You're gonna have to really, really try to close the face with your wrist angles, and that can be tough. And what you'll see when you do that, and something you kind of look for, is at the top of your swing, if you can see where that blue sky is, your club face is basically pointed straight down. Ideally, it would point kind of in line with your lead arm. From the other angle that I think will help a lot with our inside out path is I would like to just see less sway on the backswing and more rotation from the lower body. So what I'm kind of seeing here as you go back, is your hips are going this way, but you're not really rotating them a lot, especially at the beginning. So your left knee and right knee are kind of like static and dead at the beginning. So just go ahead and put this down, put this on your stomach. Good, bend forward like you're gonna hit a shot, get a little wider with your stance. I just want you to feel like, how far can you get your hands to move via your body up and around? Not bad. And so what I want you to feel as you do that is the left knee is gonna kick in like that, step back up again. And as that, bend forward. And as that left knee turns in, let this go back. Do you feel the difference? So this is kind of moving a little more around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really try to feel like that belly button is doing a lot of the work at the beginning.
It's interesting because and I get where like the power is gonna come. Right now, I feel like I'm just here.
Yeah.
Like it's what the video showed too, but it's like, it's definitely that part of like trying to not mess things up on the way down.
Right.
And to keep things as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Which is obviously the wrong mentality, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so hands on the stomach, rotate that as much as you can and around. Great, and even let this right leg kind of straighten the hair.
Oh, okay.
Good, a couple more. Good, step back up, turn. Good, go back. Feel a little more around.
Oh yeah.
Good, all right, now cross your arms on your shoulders. Put this underneath your hands, cross your arms, bend forward. Awesome, and now just turn back and try to hit my hand with that. Feel like a pretty good turn?
Oh yeah.
Now, you're only able to turn this much, which is great, if that moves. So go back again.
Oh yeah.
Bend forward. Don't move your legs at all. Try to hit my hand.
Yeah.
And so less turn back is almost always going to equate to more of an outside in swing path. My guess is going back, and partially why it feels that way is you're probably a little limited in the hips, and so you tend to like to go this way a lot more versus turning that trail hip in. So let's start with the grip. The grip's going to be a big deal here. If the grip's bad, I think it doesn't really matter how good the swing is. It's going to be pretty tough to square the club face. So the grip's designed for a few things. Number one, it's designed to help, control and square that club face, but also to create club head speed and be able to use your wrist correctly. So when you hold this, you really want to feel like you're holding it in the fingers, not laying it across the palm, only like you're holding a suitcase.
Okay.
Close your fingers, and now keeping them nice and tight on the fingers, wrap your hand on top, and then push that together. And so you should be able to look down now and actually see that logo. If you cannot see the logo without turning your head, now let the logo be a little bit more, there you go, on top, and this is still sitting right there.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, that's much better right there.
And just, I don't know, just things I've seen on YouTube and stuff is like that this part of your thumb
points to your right shoulder, right collar, right shoulder. Upper shoulder.
Yeah.
Now go ahead and put your right hand on. I kind of like where your right hand's bent, and that thumb should fit right in the middle. So that's perfect. So that thumb just fits right in the middle of that right hand. Awesome. And then just kind of pinch together. Imagine this is kind of a shorter thumb. Creates like a little muscle right there.
Yeah. And in terms of like ball position, like where should the club and the ball be?
Just like
just right
relative to your foot.
Well,
Should be on the inside of your left foot, get a little wider.
But you're saying set up like the club, the head should be right in the center of the bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little on the toe, but yeah. Nice big turn. Go ahead and hit it. Nice. So already ball speed was decent. Let's take a look. I don't hate it. Contact could have been a hair better.
Yeah.
But I still like the overall result. The numbers are already a little bit better.
Yeah.
Let's do another one here.
Okay.
So just try to make sure that your feet are both lined up the same amount. There you go. That looks good. So drop your right foot back a tiny bit. A little bit wider stance with the driver too. There you go. On this next one, what I want you to do is really feel like you're going to turn your stomach up and around as much as you can. The left knee goes in, right hip goes back, and that's going to start the swing. So go ahead and slowly go back. Perfect. All right. Start to turn your body, turn your body, turn your body. Use your knees. There you go. Feel the body was first there?
Yeah.
Kind of think like the inside moves the outside. Like there's an old saying, the tail wags, or the dog wags the tail doesn't wag the dog. Since we have a dog here,
Which means we're gonna cut to the dog right now.
Boom.
That's what we're gonna do in the video.
Benny.
Yes.
All else fails, all you get from this video, you get Benny's face. You'll be happy. All right. Turn the right hip back, left knee in to start the swing. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Step back up. Love that. All right. Whenever you're ready, make a nice turn back. Really use the body a lot. Turn, 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 turn.
God,
Not
it feels
bad.
so bad.
Let's take a look. That one was still a little outside in, so we got to get that path to be a little bit better.
It's funny, like right now I feel very just robotic and not athletic. And I know it's a part of the process, like I totally get it.
But we're gonna do some swings that are a little bit more just fluid, so that might help a little bit. Try to feel like you're gonna hit that tee over my head with a good turn going back. So turn your body back and hit the tee to me. Cool. All right, let's take a quick look at that swing. So what I really like here, if you remember before you were coming way over the top, way over these lines, you're very nice and square now. I like that a lot. As much as the grip might feel like it's super strong, the grip is not strong at all. It was very neutral. If anything, I would still call that left hand a hair on the weak side. But along the way, as you start to see the ball not go right, it's a lot easier to want to do that. And I like the backswing now, how much it's just more up the line because I'm having you turn. So see how the club's going straight up this line? When you started, your club was like over here.
Yeah, it was like straight up.
And what you're starting to see too, and I still don't think we need to go back as far, we're making a nice full turn. So I like that a lot. Club is now coming down right in the cone, which is exactly where we want to be. If the face is pointing way to the right, because the ball will just always go way to the right.
Yeah.
So we can get that club face to be a little more closed coming in. That's gonna help you a ton, but I love the attacking. You see you're swinging up on that tee, everything looks really good. So from here at the top of the swing, we're gonna feel like if I was standing over there, we would slowly come down, we'd hit it to the corner of the room, and we'd come through. So I'm gonna have you go back, pause, and I just want you to hit it like 100 yards, like not far. So I'm gonna make sure you're good at the top. If you're good at the top, then we're gonna go ahead and come through. So go ahead and take your setup there again. See all of that logo, swing over to the right side of the room. Nice. Now I want you to do that on the next one, just without a pause, but I like what I'm seeing. Inside out, you hit up on it, beautiful. Now
Let's in terms of like the attack angle, what?
I want it a little up. You were 5, like very down when you walked in.
Yeah.
I'd like it to be leveled to slightly up.
Okay.
So +5 is plenty.
Okay.
That's why it kind of was a drop kick a little bit, but I'd way rather you err that way with a 4-9 smash and a center hit than it being negative whatever. Like your potential for distance is so much greater. Really, to get better, you have to just go at a speed or a rate where you know you can do it.
Yeah.
And then stick to that speed, and if it's easy, then make it harder and go faster. There, yep, don't change that. You gotta be able to see the whole thing. You gotta be able to see some of this white.
I feel like you're readjusting for some reason.
You are readjusting because you're uncomfortable. I feel like I'm going back to my old habit. Yeah, that's because you are. Same backswing. You're turning back, swing to the corner of the room. Turn back, swing to the corner of the room. Good job. Try not to watch your backswing though. You kind of looked at this swing while you did it.
Yeah, I did.
I don't hate it though. Closer. What I like about that was your path was 0. You still hit up on it, so we're getting there. You got to swing a little bit more to the right. As we go back, we're going to really turn our right hip back, turn our stomach, turn our stomach, turn our stomach. Great. Feel very centered. And then from here, you can swing a little harder, but I want you to swing down the yellow line. That one swing was worth 20 swings before or more because it was so different on the good side of things compared to when you walked in. If you're -7 path, 5 degrees down on it, you're never gonna hit the ball that far. And if you do, you're gonna have to be swinging at like 130 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Here, it's 5 in the out, you're hitting 6 up on it, that's more than enough. Face is closer to the path versus the opposite, which is cutting. And so when you start to do that at speed, all of those exaggerations start to be reduced into like just a perfect happy medium. So I'll let you do one more on your own, same exact feel, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Really nail the backswing. Turn, 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 and swing down the yellow line. Better. In general, every mile-an-hour club head speed is about 3 yards. So if we got another 10 miles an hour, which I think you have in you, 105 is totally doable, especially with more turn.
Yeah.
That'd be 10 times 30. You'd be hitting about 282 if you're hitting the start of the fix. And that one was much more neutral. Attack angle is 0, path -2, not -6 or 7. But it's like you got to feel at the beginning, not forever, but you got to feel like you're moving a mile to move an inch. And then after a month, all of a sudden you don't have to feel like you're moving a mile. You feel like you're moving an inch and you will. Yeah. And then eventually you don't have to think about it at all, which is the ultimate goal. So you're awesome, man.
You're a very patient man. All right, so there you have it. It's my first driver lesson here at Studio Golf in the South Bay. As you can tell, I have a lot to work on, from my grip to my setup, to my takeaway, to my ball striking. I think that SportsBox AI was really interesting in showing me exactly what I need to work on. I think Trackman is super helpful in just knowing how optimal my swing could be based off of speed and things like that. And I think the beginning of any process of trying to get better at this game is to understand what you're not good at and being honest with yourself and dumping your ego in the toilet and listening to some experts and watching the data and then going and working on your game. So have a great time out there. Thank you guys for watching, and hit them straight.